Welcome to this week's episode of I Got the Runs, where we do a quick flashback to the past Flash episode. The answer to last week's flashback is Johnny Quick. The episode opens up with Wally running through the city as the Flash, using, Barry's usual tagline, "I'm the fastest man alive." Oddly enough, they call him Kid Flash. He's the only Flash in this universe, and he's a grown-ass man. Later see why he's called Kid, because the whole episode, Wally West is bitching that he doesn't have powers. In the midst of all of Wally's crying, Joe finally looks at Barry to the side and says, "I don't trust him with powers." I mean, technically, can you really trust him? You only known the kid for like 3 months. Meanwhile, Hipster Wells has a device that allows him to change his face. Upon discovering that this universe, Wells was a bad guy, a murderer, and pretty much caused a lot of destruction. Which is weird that they finally tell him now, because I'm pretty sure he left the lab to get a cheeseburger at one point, and somebody had to go, "Yo, ain't you that dude who was doing that dirt?" Caitlin finally showed somebody else her powers. Thank you. Had this gone on for one more episode, I would have literally broke the TV. Cisco does a peek into Caitlin's future where he sees her and him throwing down. Honestly, this was the best part of the episode because, Cisco was all, in his shit and Caitlin was in her shit. It was beautiful. Back at the lab, Barry is stroking Iris' ego, because she doesn't feel important without powers. You ain't, by the way. And, saying, it's without you, Iris. Of course there is no me, yo lying ass. Back in the park, my boy HR, aka Hipster Wells, is starting to hit on Joe Girl. Bro, what is your problem? Just breaking the code. I don't know how they do it in your universe, but in this universe, we throw down. I'm just saying, man, if Joe had his gun, he would be using it for fun right now, busting 12 caps and 2 knees in your ass. So, while everyone's gathered at the park, Shade finally decides to reveal himself and, call out the Flash. And honestly, it was anticlimactic and boring, as you can imagine, because, they beat this dude with 2 light bulbs and a Duracell battery. Back at the lab, because, they got Wally locked up because Alchemy coming for him, Wally decided to go crazy, try to swing on Iris. But you must have forgot, bro, who the oldest one is. I mean, I'm just saying, what you gonna do? Cisco makes Caitlin tell the whole team what the deal is because, he thinks it's just as stupid keeping the secret as anything. And she finally tells everybody and throws this little bitch fit. This week's Doo-Doo Award recipient goes to none other than Wally West, who spent all 43 minutes and 52 seconds crying like a 3-year-old with a skinned knee. So they decide to use Wally as bait to track down Alchemy since they share a link. And the plan starts to go well, and they eventually get Alchemy to the point where they have him on the ground. And right before they reveal him, out of nowhere, this blue light come out of nowhere. I know what you're thinking, it's Zoom. Nah, it's Megatron. I know, man, it freaked me out too. What's his name?
Savitar.
Avatar?
Savitar.
Salazar?
Savitar.
Slytherin? I don't know. Salad Toss comes out of nowhere and just hems up Barry like, "Yo, I'm the god of speed." And that is the way you end the show. You know what? I was gonna write this episode off as, some bullshit filler. I was like, yeah, I could have, stayed on the toilet and finished this. But that last 3 minutes, what the fuck? Savage Award of this episode goes to none other than Cisco Ramon, who, one, finally got Caitlin to confess to everybody that she was, turning into Killer Frost. Bravo, by the way. The writers finally kind of gave up on holding that. Thank you for that. In Justice League Doom, Batman figures out a way to stop every member of the Justice League. What is his method for stopping the Flash? By the way, next week's episode, Killer Frost is apparently going ham, so stick around for it. Join us next time for another episode of I Got the Runs, where we will look into who the hell this is and what he can actually do.